I wanted to show you something that I was really excited about in 1989. And I'm still kind of excited about getting it again today. This is a McDonald's Happy Meal display, and they still have these in the stores for most all of the figure sets coming out, but there's a stationary display kiosk kind of deal that they replace the backing in, and then the toys fit on the backing. So you don't really see these anymore. These are really fragile as well. Most of these aren't in very good condition. A lot of these are missing this little sign right here because it really comes off easily. It's just a little sticker that's attached to a cardboard piece to keep it sticking out. And it really tends to get lost or ruined or just, ripped. And then the back's really neat. And I love this style that they use from Super Mario Bros. 3. The screws that hold the front display on are plastic, and a lot of them have worn off over the years and just deteriorated. And there's just really, in general, not a whole lot holding this thing together. But let's talk about the toys. Super Mario jumps. Now, he's not Super Mario, he's Raccoon Mario, and that bothered me when I was a kid. Because you do see he does jump and bounce around quite a bit. But you can see he's the... and all these toys are really common, just so you know. You can probably pick any of these up for under $5, probably better than that. But in the display, obviously they're worth more because they were the display models. Yeah, so then there's this sheen on the whole thing, kind of like a foil sheen you'd see on the Pokemon cards, which really makes this display really nice. Luigi zooms around, and he's just a pullback toy. I have no idea why he's on a cloud, and he's holding Superstar. Back then I'd call it Starman. And the cloud there is like super pixelated, really bad, like a really bad JPEG image. The rest of it looks pretty good, but that cloud in particular is just bad. But that's forgivable. I mean, it was the 80s, late 80s. It doesn't say anything about the Goomba. Oh, yeah, it says little Goomba flips. Okay, so it's on the little thing right there. And yes, he has a little suction cup attached to his chin, and when you push him down, he flips. And maybe 2 out of 10 times he'll actually land on his feet again. And Koopa Troopa, or Koopa Paratroopa hops. I'm surprised that they got that right, instead of just calling it a Koopa Troopa. And this was probably my favorite of the set because it was so faithful to the original art. And once you remove the little air hose that makes him hop, he works pretty well with the applause set for actually having playtime when I was a kid. So Mario could jump on the Koopa Troopa and all was well. But the little air hose is fully removable, and kind of annoying anyway to have it. But yeah, you just press the little red thing and his legs move and it makes him kind of hop. And it was fairly successful. So, collect all 4 action toys while supplies last. May contain small parts not intended for children under 3. In this time period, they had licensed toys for under 3-year-olds, and that was a little Mario, Raccoon Mario, and he just had his arm up. And I don't think it really did anything. It was just a Mario figure. And I have that too, of course, but I didn't know at the time that that was something that I could get. So I had the complete set when I was, what would it have been? This came out when I was 8? Yeah, prime time. So yeah, you see the little McDonald's logos on it. You see all the, this is really nice, the Super Mario 3 logo. And then to have it on the back, this was set, if I remember correctly, and you can kind of tell here, these displays were set on a kiosk and right where you were ordering, in the line, kind of where they are now. I mean, I've seen them in the line. So a lot of these didn't survive because kids would play with them and mess with them and hit them and bump them and stuff. You can tell on this one, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's some red scrapings from where Mario hit the sides, and that's completely normal. I mean, to find an absolutely mint condition one of these would be extremely difficult. I mean, it would had to have been a lazy store that never put it out or something. But this is probably the best one I've had. I've had a few of these. The first one I bought was uber cheap. It was missing this card here, and when I took it out of the shipping box, it just completely fell apart. So, but this is probably the best one I've had, and I love it. So, I'm going to put that down here, and that will be an awesome display piece for when the collection is back together again, hopefully soon. Alright, thanks for watching.